morning. Welcome back to Christ King online class. In today's session, let me discuss about one of the important concept. Okay, so what is that important concept? Graphical representation of cumulative frequency distribution. Okay, see, this is one of the important concept. Okay, so what is this? Graphical representation of cumulative frequency distribution. Okay, see, in your 9th standard you have studied about representation of the data by using your frequency polygon, or another one is bar graph. Such type of representation you have studied in your 9th standard, isn't it? But in your 10th standard you are going to discuss about how to represent this cumulative frequency graphically. Okay, yes. See, there are 3 steps. Okay, just remember these 3 steps. While you are drawing the graph, you have to refer these 3 steps. Okay, so step 1. What is this step 1? Prepare the cumulative frequency table. Okay, what you have to do? First you have to prepare the cumulative frequency table. Okay, cumulative frequency table you have to prepare. Okay, that you already know how to prepare the cumulative frequency table. Okay, that is about the step 1. Okay, next step 2. The cumulative frequency are plotted against the upper or lower limit of the class interval. Okay, so now we have to plot those cumulative frequencies against the upper limit or lower limit of the class interval. Okay, so in step 2 you are going to plot the points in your graph sheet. Okay, in step 2 you are going to plot the cumulative frequency versus upper or lower limit of the class interval. This is about the step 2. Okay, so now step number 3. Okay, so what is your step 3? Join the points. Now you have to join all those plotted points. The curve so obtained is called a cumulative frequency curve or OQ. Okay, so now what we have to do? I will join all those plotted points. After joining those points, I will get one curve. Okay, so that curve is known as OQ. Okay, OQ or cumulative frequency curve. Okay, normally we call OQ. Okay, OQ. Okay, yes. See, actually there are 2 types of OQ. Okay, there are 2 types of OQ. That is, first one, less than type OQ. Okay, among that first one, less than type OQ. Okay, so what is this less than type OQ? Okay, for less than type OQ, okay, what we will do? We draw the graph here. We will draw the graph between cumulative frequency and upper limit of the class interval. Okay, so how to draw the less than type OQ? The less than type OQ will draw how cumulative frequency versus upper limit. Okay, remember, for less than type we will use upper limit of the class interval. Okay, next second one, more than type OQ. Okay, for more than type OQ, we draw the graph between cumulative frequency and lower limit of the class interval. Okay, so here for more than type OQ, we'll use lower limit. Okay, we'll use lower limit. Okay, see students, actually this explanation they will not ask, they will ask only problems here. Okay, 3 marks problem. This is a very important problem. Okay, but you should know about this. What is less than type and what is more than type? Okay, and about these 3 steps. Okay, see, question here, problems they will ask, draw less than type OQ or draw more than type OQ. Such type of questions they will ask. 3 marks question. Okay, yes. So next we will discuss about how to draw the graph. Okay, yes. So next we will solve the questions this related to less than type OQ and more than type OQ. Okay, see, this is very important problem and 3 marks problem. Okay, so the question I consider, the following distribution workers. Again, a daily income in between 120 rupees to 140 rupees. How many what is the number of workers here? 14. Once again, for a daily income 140 to 160, the number of workers equal to 8. Next, for a daily income 160 to 180 rupees, what is the number of workers? 6. Again, for a daily income 180 rupees to 200 rupees, what is the number of workers? 100. Okay, yes. See now, convert the distribution above to a, you have to convert this given distribution to less than type. Okay, this is very important. Less than type. Okay, cumulative frequency distribution and draw its origin. Okay, so you have to convert this given distribution to a less than type distribution. Make sure less than type distribution. There are two types, less than type and more than type. Okay, don't be confused among these two types. Okay, yes. And one more thing, you have to solve this problem in your graph book. Everyone, make sure you have to take one graph book. Okay, and you have to solve this problem in your graph book. Okay, so normally in your graph book, the left side will be like this graph sheet, isn't it? But in the right side, you will be having some ruled page, isn't it? Some ruled page you will be having. Okay, so write this question and this table. This question and this table in your right side. Okay, right side in ruled sheet. Okay, only the graph you have to draw in the left side. Understood now? Okay, yes. And in exam we will provide this type of graph sheet. Okay, so during that time what you have to do? Okay, you can solve, you can do this table in your back side here, or you can do it in your answer sheet also, no problem. Okay, but graph you have to draw it only in this graph sheet. Okay, so this is very important. Okay, so now we'll solve the now first I'll convert this given data into less than type distribution. Later I will plot those points in the graph sheet. Okay, yes. So now the first column is about the class interval. Okay, so class interval is nothing but daily income. Okay, so here daily income is in rupees. Okay, yes. So first I will write this class interval. What about the class interval? 100 to 120. Next 120 to 140. Next 140 to 160. 160 to 180. 180 to 200. Okay, so this is about the class interval. Okay, so now in the second column I will convert this class interval into less than type. Okay, so how to convert? See here, the first class interval is 100 to 120, isn't it? So what is the meaning of this 100 to 120? What is the meaning of this 100? Above 100 or more than 100 but less than 120, isn't it? What is the meaning of this limit? More than 100, less than 120, isn't it? So since you are going to convert this table into less than type, I will consider this 120. Okay, so less than 120. Okay, can you observe here this 120 is your upper limit, 100 is lower limit, 120 is upper limit. Right? So therefore, while I am converting this class interval to less than type, I will take upper limits. Less than something means always it will be a largest number, isn't it? Less than something means that something must be largest, isn't it? So therefore, among these two, the largest one is 120. So therefore, less than 120. Right? Okay. So next, for the second class interval, less than is 140. Less than 140. Next, for the third class interval, less than 160. Less than 160. Next, for the next class interval, less than 180, less than 180. Next, for the next class interval, less than 200, less than 200. Okay. So here I have considered only the upper limits. Okay. So in a less than type distribution, I will consider only the upper limits. Okay. Less than 120, less than 140, less than 160, less than 180, less than 200. Okay. So next, in the third column, I will consider frequency values. Okay. Frequency values is nothing but the number of workers column. Okay. Number of workers. Okay. Which are the values? So first value is 12. Next value is about 14. Next 8. Next 6. Next 10. Okay. Yes. So now I will do the summation of this frequency column, summation of F. Okay. So add these numbers. Okay. 2 plus 4, 6. 6 plus 8, 14. 14 plus 6, 20. Okay. So 2 carry 2 plus 1, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So therefore summation of frequency. Okay. How much? 50. Okay. Yes. So now the very important step is to find the value of CF. Okay. What is the meaning of this CF? C dot F means cumulative frequency. Okay. Cumulative frequency. So how to write the cumulative frequency value? This is less than type. Okay. So first frequency value is 12. So write it as it is. 12 as it is. Okay. Next, add this 12 with 14. Okay. So 12 plus 14 equal to how much? 26. Next, add this 26 to 8. Okay. 26 plus 8. Okay. How much you will get? 6 plus 8, 14. So you will get 34. Okay. Now add this 34 with 6. 34 plus 6 equal to how much? 40. Now add this 40 with 10. 40 plus 10 equal to how much? 50. Okay. Can you observe here the last cumulative frequency value and the summation of frequency equal to same, both are same? 50, 50. Correct now? Yes. So next, points. Okay, to plot the graph you need the points, isn't it? To draw the graph you need the points, isn't it? So how to consider this points? Remember, so first x coordinate, that x coordinate is nothing but less than 120, isn't it? This 120 is nothing but upper limit, so that 120 you have to write first. So 120 comma, next cumulative frequency number. What is the cumulative frequency number? 12. Okay. So this is your x coordinate, this is your y coordinate. X coordinate must be this upper limit. Upper limit means 120 and y coordinate must be equal to this cumulative frequency. Okay. Next, second point. Second point I consider again upper limit. What is your upper limit? Less than 140. So this number 140 comma the corresponding cumulative frequency number. How much it is? 26. So therefore your second point is 140 comma 26. Next, third point, again the upper limit is 160. So less than 160. So this is your x coordinate comma y coordinate. What is the corresponding cumulative frequency value? That is 34. So therefore 160 comma 34 is your third point. Okay. Next, what about your fourth point? Again the upper limit. What is your upper limit? That is 180. 180 comma, what is the corresponding cumulative frequency? That is 40. So 180 comma 40 is your fourth point. Okay. Next, fifth point. Okay. Less than 200. Okay. So this 200 is your upper limit. So 200 comma, what is the corresponding cumulative frequency? That is 50. So therefore your fifth point is 200 comma 50. Okay. So this is about the conversion of cumulative graph. So next we'll draw the graph. Okay, see, this is your x-axis, x dash, this is your origin, and this is y-axis, y dash. Okay, see, this is your less than type graph, less than type OJU. So therefore, along the x-axis, we are considering only the upper limits. Okay, so upper limits, you have to write here upper limits. Okay, upper limits. This is along the x-axis. Okay, again along the y-axis, I will consider cumulative frequency. Okay, I will consider cumulative frequency. Okay, since it is a less than type OJU, along the x-axis upper limit I consider, and along the y-axis cumulative frequency. C dot F is nothing but a cumulative frequency. Okay, so now take 1 centimeter. Take 1 centimeter. Here also 1 centimeter. Okay, see upper limits. Okay, so what is your first upper limit here? That is 120, isn't it? So the first number 120. I'll consider 120. What about your second upper limit? That is 140. Okay, so 140. Next, third upper limit, that is 160. Okay, so 160. Next, 180. Next, 200. Okay, so here upper limits are drawn. Next, along the y-axis, cumulative frequency. Okay, take 10 cm. Okay, take 1 centimeter is equal to 10 units. Okay, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Okay, yes. So first I'll write the scale. Okay, so scale I'll write. This is important. X scale 1 centimeter equal to. Okay, see along the x scale 1 centimeter is equal to how much unit? 140 minus 120 equal to how much? 20. 160 minus 140 equal to 20. 180 minus 160 equal to 20. So therefore 1 centimeter equal to how much unit? 20 units. 20 units. Okay. So next y scale. 1 centimeter equal to along the y-axis. So 1 centimeter equal to how much unit? 20 minus 10. 10. 30 minus 20. 10. 40 minus 30. 10. Isn't it? So therefore 1 centimeter equal to how much unit? 10 units. Okay. 10 units. Okay. Yes. So now I'll plot the points. What is your first point here? 120, 12. That means x coordinate is 120, y coordinate is 12. Okay, so 120. Okay, so this is your x-axis. On this x-axis, 120. Where is your point 120? So this is your point 120. 120, 12. So 12 along the y-axis. So 12 means somewhere here it will come, isn't it? 12. So 120, 12. Okay. So one dot around that one circle. Okay. What is this point? 120, 12. Okay. Yes. So next, second point, 140, 26. Okay. So your x coordinate is 140 and y coordinate is 26. So 26 means somewhere here it will come one dot circle. What is that point? 140, 26. Next, third point. What is your third point? Your third point is 160, 34. Okay, 160 is along the x-axis. 160. Y coordinate is 34. So 34 means 34. Somewhere here it will come. Okay. So what is that point? 160, 34. Okay. Next, fourth point, 180, 40. Okay. So 180 along the x-axis. This is your 180. 180, 40. 40 along the y-axis. Okay. Yes. So 80, 40. 180, 40. Next, last point 200, 50. Okay. So this is your 200, 50. 50. Yes. So 200, 50. 200, 50. Okay. So now all the points are plotted. So now I will join all these points. Okay. I will join all these points. Yes. So this is a curve. Okay. So now the curve we obtain. So what is the name of this curve? This curve, this smooth curve is known as a less than type ogive. Less than type ogive. Less than type ogive. The name of this curve is a less than type ogive. So this is about the less than type cumulative frequency distribution curve, and it is very important 3 marks question. Next question I will consider. This is also 3 marks question. During the medical checkup of 35 students of a class, their weights were recorded as follows. Okay. See, the distributions are weight in kg. Okay. Again, number of students. Okay. So weight less than 38 means less than 38 kg. What is the number of students? There are 0 students, no students. Okay. Less than 38 kg, no students. Okay. Next, less than 40 kg. How many students were there? 30 students were there. Isn't it? Okay. Next, less than 42. How many students? 5 students. Okay. Less than 42 kg. How many students? 5 students. Next, less than 44 kg. What is the number of students? 9. There are 9 students whose weights were less than 44. Okay. Next, less than 46. Okay. How many students? 14 students. There are 14 students in a class. Their weights are less than 46. Okay. Next, less than 48. What is the number of students? 28. Okay. Next, less than 50. What is the number of students? 32. Next, less than 52. What is the number of students? 35. Okay. Yes. So draw the less than type of ogive for the given data. Okay. So whatever the data they have given, you have to draw less than type of ogive. Okay. Less than type of ogive. Okay. Yes. So now first I will write the table. Okay. Your first column is about to weight. Okay. Weight is less than 38 they have given. So first I will write the less than 38. Less than 38. Next, less than 40. Less than 40. Next, less than 42. Next, less than 44. Next, less than 46. Next, less than 48. Next, less than 50. Next, less than 52. Less than 52. Okay. Yes. Next, the second column is about the number of students. Okay. Yes. So I'll write here number of students. Okay. Number of students. Okay. Yes. Less than 38. What is the number of students? 0. Less than 40. Number of students? 3. Less than 42. Number of students? 5. Less than 44. Number of students? 9. Less than 46. Number of students? 14. Less than 48. Number of students? 28. Less than 50. Number of students? 30. students 35. Okay, what it is? See, less than 38 kg, what is the number of students? 0. Again, less than 40, what is the number of students? 3, isn't it? That means less than 38 will also comes under less than 40. That means this number 0 will comes under this 3. Yes. Okay. Next, less than 42 equal to 5. Less than 40 equal to 3. Less than 42 equal to 5. Whether this 40, less than 40, the students under less than 40 will also comes under less than 42. Yes, less than 40 means obviously it is less than 42, isn't it? That means this 3 will comes under this 5. So therefore, what is this second column value? The second column value is nothing but it is a cumulative frequency. That means CF value. Okay, CF value. Remember, if your first column is about less than 38 or less than 40 or less than 42, then your second column value will be CF value, cumulative frequency value. Remember, okay. Suppose your first column is about class interval, then your second column is a frequency value. Okay, but your first column is less than something, then your second column is a CF. Okay, sometimes instead of this less than, they might have give more than also. Okay, during that situation also same cumulative frequency. Understood now? So here second column value is a cumulative frequency. Okay, so now here we no need to convert anything. Actually, we want the values of this. See, less than 38, 40, 42, 44. These are all upper limits, isn't it? Less than something means that number must be upper limit, isn't it? So upper limit value is also there. Again, cumulative frequency value is also there. So what to do? Directly I can take the points and I can plot the graph, or I can draw the graph. Okay. So here we no need to convert anything. Okay. So this distribution already it is in less than type of cumulative frequency distribution. So directly I will consider the points. Okay. So points I will consider. Okay, so which are the points? First one 38, 0. Next, second point less than 40 means this 40 must be upper limit. So 40, 3. Next, 42, 5. 42, 5. Next point 44, 9. 44, 9. Next one 46, 14. 46, 14. Next one 48, 28. 48, 28. Next one 50, 32. 50, 32. Next point 52, 35. 52, 35. Okay. So directly you can take a point. Okay. So these are all upper limits. This is your cumulative frequency value. So directly take a point and draw the graph. Okay. So now I will draw the graph by using those points. So x axis and y axis I consider. Remember, you have to draw this graph only in graph sheet. Okay. Next, so this is x. I'll consider upper limits. Or you can write weight. Okay, weight. Next, along the y-axis you have to consider CF. CF is nothing but a cumulative frequency. Okay, yes. So now take 1 centimeter. Take 1 centimeter. Take 1 centimeter. Okay. So now this is your x-axis. Along the x-axis you have to mark all these upper limits. Okay. These upper limits you have to mark. Okay. So this upper limit. What is the first upper limit here? 38. So first write 38. Next 40. Next number 42. Next 44. Next 46. Next 48. Next 50. Next 52. Okay, these are all your upper limits. Okay, next along the y-axis you have to consider cumulative frequency value. So therefore you consider 10, 20, 30 like that. That is better. Okay, take 1 centimeter is equal to 10 units. Okay, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Okay. Yes, it's enough. Okay. Yes. So now I'll write scale. Okay. So this is important. You have to write x scale and y scale. Okay. So here I'll write x scale 1 centimeter is equal to how much scale here? X scale 1 centimeter is equal to how many scale? How many units? See, 40 minus 38, 2. 42 minus 40, 2. 44 minus 42, 2. 46 minus 44, 2. So therefore 1 centimeter is equal to 2 units. 1 centimeter is equal to 2 units. Okay. Next y scale. I'll take y scale. Y scale 1 centimeter is equal to how many units? See here, 20 minus 10, 10. 30 minus 20, 10. 40 minus 30, 10. 50 minus 40, 10. Isn't it? So therefore it is 10 units. It is about to 10 units. Okay. Yes. So now I'll plot the points. Okay. Yes. So what is your first point? 38, 0 means x coordinate is 38, y coordinate is 0. Okay. So along the x axis take 38. So 38, 0. 0 means you don't need to move anywhere. Okay. So this itself is your point. Okay. 38, 0. Okay. So this point is known as 38, 0. The coordinate of this point is 38, 0. Okay. Next, second point. What is your second point? 40, 3. Okay. Your x coordinate is 40 and your y coordinate is 3. Okay. 40, 3. Along the x axis 40, 3 means in between 0 to 10 you have to mark. Okay. So somewhere here it may come. Okay. So 40, 3. Okay. 40, 3. Next 42, 5. Along the x axis 42, 5. In between 0 to 10. Okay. So this point is 42, 5. Okay. Next another point 44, 9. Okay. So this is your 44, 9. Okay. Yes. 44, 9. Next, 46, 14. Okay. So this is 46, 14. Okay. So 46, 14. Okay. Next, 48, 28. Okay. So this is 48, 28 means in between 20 to 30. Okay. So 48, 28. Next point, 50, 32. Along the x-axis 50, 32. Yes. So 50, 32. Next point, 52, 35. Okay. So this is 52, 35. Okay. So 52, 35. Okay. Yes. So now I'll join all these points. Yes. After joining all these points, you will get one curve. Okay. So that curve is known as a less than type ogive. Less than type ogive. Okay. So the name of this curve is less than type ogive. Okay. So this is also 3 marks question and very easy question, simple question.